The wait is finally over. One UI 8.5 is installed on the S25 Ultra, and the changes this time are surprisingly packed. Today on Tech Torch, I'll walk you through everything new. And trust me, some features genuinely feel like upgrades we should have had long ago. Let's kick things off with quick settings, because this area has taken a big step forward. Brightness and volume sliders now sit apart, the clock stays visible, and the entire layout feels more organized and easier to read at a glance. The real fun begins with customization. You can shuffle tiles, resize them, or flip their orientation, and you're no longer limited to a small set. Tap the Add button and bring in more toggles, then arrange them wherever they make the most sense. Visually, Samsung didn't go crazy, but subtle tweaks are everywhere. On the lock screen, the new layout is noticeable, though I honestly preferred the cleaner look from before. It felt simpler and more user-friendly compared to what we have now. On the home screen, swipe up and the new pill-style search bar jumps out instantly. It used to blend softly with the UI, but now it stands out. And that same pill design is used across the interface, giving everything a unified look. App icons also carry slight changes, though most users won't even spot them. They're subtle enough that even I had to look twice to figure out what was actually different this time around. Where One UI 8.5 shines is with features. You can now edit a photo endlessly without saving after each step. Every adjustment is saved in the edit history, so jumping back to any previous version takes just a tap. Partial screen recording finally arrives. Select the exact area you want to record, hit start, and that's it. The simplicity is honestly refreshing, exactly how this feature should always have worked. Samsung also added audio broadcast, letting you send audio from your phone to multiple supported devices through OraCast. The downside is that only certain premium earbuds and headphones support it right now. Theft protection has improved too. If someone tries changing your PIN while entering the wrong password repeatedly, the phone locks itself instantly. Only the owner can unlock it after that, making the device far harder to tamper with. Storage share also gets expanded support. Before, you could only link with TVs or laptops. Now, two phones or tablets can share storage directly, making file transfers within Galaxy devices much easier. The Settings app gets a cleaner redesign. The new pill-shaped search bar sits at the bottom, and removing subtexts makes the whole page much cleaner. The battery page now removes the percentage toggle, meaning it'll stay on by default. The phone app adopts the pill layout as well, and the call screen has a more minimal look. Incoming call pop-ups have gotten larger too, making them easier to interact with when you're busy or multitasking. Clock app gets major updates. The time zone converter now uses a beautiful slider, letting you check future or past times instantly. Alarms show the snooze countdown properly, and the stopwatch gets a classic analog-style display option. Apps like Voice Recorder, My Files, and Calculator also come with cleaner UIs. In Calculator, rarely used tools are moved up top. Notes app includes a math solver where you can type equations and get instant answers without opening another app. Gallery has revamped UI elements and now keeps the private album in the main menu instead of hiding it in Labs. When editing log videos, you'll see the new L option and the ability to match filters using any photo as a reference. Quick Share becomes smarter. When sharing media, it now detects faces and suggests the matching contacts automatically, making the sharing process smoother and faster than before. Device Care brings a new AI-based feature that reviews ad notifications and pushes spam-heavy apps into deep sleep. If this works as described, it'll help users who have tons of apps installed and deal with constant junk alerts. These were all the key features from the first beta of One UI 8.5. Supported device details are in our website link, and the stable release should begin once the S26 series launches officially across markets. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It genuinely supports the channel. And if you want a full comparison of all major smartphone UIs of 2025, let's hit 10,000 likes, and I'll make it happen here on Tech Torch.